Well, here we are, the final race weekend for 2025. After a whole several months of racing, the drivers who are in the Final Four have worked really hard up until this point, and only one of them will be a Truck Series champion, an Xfinity champion, and a Cup Series champion. But then after that, no racing for a few months in NASCAR, which is pretty disappointing to say. Sure, we'll have other sports on during the off-season, but still, it's not going to be the same. I'm sure mostly every other NASCAR fan out there feels the same exact way. Indeed, it is pretty sad that after this race weekend, we'll have to wait until February to do it all again. So with that being said, let's make the most of this championship race weekend. But also, I do want to say happy Halloween since today's Halloween. And speaking of which, there are some trucks in the field tonight with Halloween-related paint schemes, which I think is pretty cool. And along the lines with that, let's start off the championship weekend starting off with the NASCAR Truck Series. And to start off, I do want to say that it's sad that I'm retiring after a 20-plus year career in the Truck Series, but some stuff can't last forever, and unfortunately, I'm gonna retire after this race tonight. And with that, I want to thank ThorSport and Menards for an incredible career that they gave me here. They will truly be missed. And to my teammate Ty Majeski, who will be taking over this truck next season, I hope you'll be able to do well with this ride and bring back some glory to this truck. Carry on the legacy of the 88 truck for me, kid. Indeed, Matt Crafton was one of the greatest legends in the NASCAR Truck Series of all time, so he will truly be missed after tonight. But for tonight's race in the Truck Series Championship at Phoenix, Lane Riggs, have won the pole despite me not being in the playoffs anymore. Although because of an issue in tech, I'll have to give the front row to my teammate Chandler Smith because I'll have to drop to the back after an unapproved adjustment, along with making a pass-through penalty at the start of the race. I may not be starting up front, but that won't stop Heim Time from getting that title. Just go ahead and give it to me already. I know I'm gonna win it. I swear, if he wins the title, me along with some other fans are gonna crash the heck out. It's been a long several months for these truck drivers, but tonight only one of them will be crowned a champion in the Truck Series. Let's get the Truck Series Championship underway here at Phoenix. Not even a lap into the race and I already wrecked with the 19. Heim Time shall take the first stage. I know we kept talking about broken records and it sounded like a broken record, but man, this kid Cody Heim has broken a lot of records this season, and it is an impressive run of what this kid has. And it would be even more impressive if this kid can go on to win the title tonight with all the success he had this season. Heim Time will sweep the stages. I can already see that championship in my sight. The truck was just really loose out of turn 2. Well, that was such a violent hit for me. And with that, we have our first red flag of the night. All of the drivers involved have been checked and released from the medical center, and they are okay. Thought the smoke would be fine, but apparently it caused me to go into the wall. And we just heard that NASCAR is gonna have a talk with the 81 team after the race. You gotta be freaking kidding me! I lost a ton of spots on that last pit stop. I'm trying to win a Truck Series championship here! Well, now my chances of winning the championship are gone. And with that, we have our second red flag of the night, and as you saw, Tyler Ingram was one of the championship 4 drivers that was involved in that wreck. But man, that restart was quite something. 7 wide into the first turn. I don't think anybody's seen that before, and Cody Heim made a daring move to go from 10th to 2nd within that time span. So don't count this kid out yet, folks. He still has a shot. Indeed I did. It's Heim Time, baby. I shall go on to be the 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion. I knew I was gonna win the championship this whole time. Please D and Q that 11 truck, NASCAR! Well, I'm quite happy that Cody Heim was able to win the Truck Series championship for this year, especially with all the success that he had. And some of y'all may be upset, but that doesn't really matter. And you gotta admit, this kid's got talent because he's had quite the successful season, and him winning the championship just shows that. Although now I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for next season since I won't be back driving the trucks full time. But man, it's just been an emotional day for me to finally be able to get a Truck Series championship. I want to thank Safelite and Tricon Garage for giving me the opportunity to do so. They've given me nothing but success here, and I'll truly miss driving full time for them. But like I said, I'll be back part-time running some races here and there, and hopefully it will be for the same team that I won the championship with. And as for the Cup side, I'm going to be trying to do more races there. Other than that, I don't really have anything on my agenda right now, but hopefully I'll be able to land a full-time ride in the Xfinity series, hopefully. You're serious? After all this time, Cody Heim, out of all people, ends up winning the championship for the Truck Series. This is just frustrating. That kid has done nothing but ruin the Truck Series for every other driver in the field and taken away the spotlight from everyone else. Well, at least he's not going to be driving trucks full-time for next season. So thankfully, we won't have to see him dominate like he has been. But yeah, how about that second to last restart? 7 wide in the first turn. That was really impressive. I'm surprised nobody wrecked from that. And up until now, I don't think any NASCAR fan out there has seen that before. Well, now it's time to see who will be the Xfinity Series champion tonight, and it's going to go commercial-free during the final stage. But sadly though, this also marks the end after an 11-year run with Xfinity as the title sponsorship. So O'Reilly's going to be taking over for next season, and Xfinity will truly be missed sponsoring that series. I may be out of the championship run, but I'm going to be still running for an owner's championship tonight, as I shall win the pole here at Phoenix. And among the championship 4 drivers, I qualified best out of the other 3. Look out, world, a rookie is about to win the Xfinity Championship. And since Sam Mayer got suspended for the race tonight, Ryan C, will be piloting his car. I finally get a shot at good equipment. Meanwhile, my brother Kyle will drive my car, and Nick Lights will pilot the 28. Now I kinda regret doing what I did to Jeff Burton last week at Martinsville. It's been a long, hard season for these Xfinity drivers, but tonight only one of them will be crowned a champion. Let's get things underway for the Xfinity Series Championship here at Phoenix! Car just slid up into the wall, and I shall take the first stage. Also, it was pretty cool to see all of the past NASCAR Xfinity Series champions to give the command for tonight's race. Such a perfect way to send off the final Xfinity race for its title sponsor. All in the second stage. Car just got away from me. Despite me being in good equipment, I still can't perform well. But in the end, it is I, Jesse Love, who shall go on and win the 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. Sure, my best friend Connor may have more wins this season, but in the end, I shall end up claiming what matters most. Connor is the real champion here. Jesse Love barely did anything this season. Agreed, I may not have anything against Jesse Love, but Connor definitely should have gotten that championship, and it's all because of this stupid playoff format. By the time this season's over, I hope NASCAR will get rid of this bullcrap excuse of a playoff format. Okay, I get the idea. Jesse Love didn't deserve to win the championship, and that it should have gone to Connor all because of this whole playoff format. I get it. I've said it multiple times before, and I'll keep on saying it. No matter what happens in NASCAR, the fans can never be satisfied. Well, on one hand, I am glad that Jesse Love was able to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, but at the same time, I do have to agree with Turbo and Solomon on this one. Connor Zillage definitely should have gotten that championship since he had the most success this season, and this stupid playoff format just shows it. Bottom line, this format needs to go. But you know, I can't let this one race along with the Truck Series Championship get me down the whole weekend. It's like Dale Earnhardt once said, you can't let one bad moment spoil a bunch of good ones. Which is why I'm looking forward to today's race. Today, we crown a NASCAR Cup Series champion here at Phoenix. And today, I have qualified on the pole for today's race ahead of the other 3. And after being in the Cup Series for about 19 years, today might be the day that I finally get a Cup Series championship. And this race is probably the most important one of all because this is my dad's last chance to see me win a title. So I'm gonna go out there and try my best and hardest to win this title for my dad. It's been a long 35 races for these Cup drivers this season, but tonight only 4 of them will be racing for a title. It's time to crown your 2025 Cup Series champion. Let's go! Can't believe I had to have engine problems at the start of the race. After about a tense battle with Hamlin, I shall win the first stage. Think the 34 made contact with me and spun me out on the backstretch. The car had no grip and I just lost it. And while in the yellow, I end up having a tire issue. Come on! Tire issue caused me to have another hard impact. First it was my brother with the tire issue, and now I just wrecked out in turn 2. And I shall take the stage win in the second stage on the yellow. Well, we end up having a bad pit stop, but hopefully it won't hinder my chances of winning the title. I also had a tire issue, so hopefully that won't impact my chances either. I'm another one of the playoff drivers with tire issues, come on! And another tire issue for me, come on! Tire issue. The car just lost itself and I had a huge impact in the back. More tire issues. And now I've become the 4th driver to have tire problems in the playoffs! Come on! And despite me not being in a championship run, I shall go on to win the race here at Phoenix. While the 11 took 4 tires, I took right side scuffs, and I was able to hold him off and win my 2nd title. Yes! Yeah! Let's freaking go! Well, unfortunately, 2025 is not going to be the year that I win the title, and to my dad, I'm sorry, but I gave it all I've got. As happy as I am for Larson becoming a two-time champ, I can't just help but feel sorry for Denny Hamlin for losing out on the opportunity to win a championship, especially with the fact that his dad is seriously ill and that was probably his last chance to see him win a title. So Blaney ended up winning the race and Larson ended up claiming the championship. And I've said it once already, but I'll say it again. This playoff format needs to go. I am so tired of it. And after that finish, I just felt drained of my energy. Well, with all that being said, that wraps up this race weekend recap, and we've now reached to the off season. And boy, the weekends are not going to feel the same for the next few months without NASCAR. Indeed, it's just going to be miserable for the next few months. But despite us being in the off season, me and Ivan have decided that we shall recap some older NASCAR races up until the Bowman Gray Clash. Indeed, starting November 9th, we shall be recapping older NASCAR Cup Series races until the Bowman Gray Clash to at least keep you guys excited. Also, be sure to stick around later in the month as there shall be a new NASCAR show episode posted. But for now, we're going to be recapping some old NASCAR Cup races starting on the 9th of November. So that will wrap up the 2025 NASCAR season. So with that being said, see you all in February.
Now what?